Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. We're doing our create a box moving process. So if you like watching these kind of videos, keep on watching. Alright guys, so we moved the create a box maybe about 4 states. And I have to apologize because I don't know if it's the temperature difference or, the different environment. But every time I leave Connecticut and come here to Tennessee, within 3 days of being here, I get this, which is sick. And you have to forgive the air conditioning unit. Alright, I closed the door. Hopefully it don't sound as loud as I hear it, but so the creative box, we wanted to take it in whole because it does have wheels underneath, and we were able to move it wherever we wanted to move it, kind of thing. Well, that didn't work out, people, because even though it fit through the door, after you get through the door, alright, let's continue this. So when we got through the door, it wouldn't go through our barrier of our steps because the creative box was wider than the step metal, and obviously this thing is too heavy for people to bring it over. So we had to take it apart, and we ended up taking it apart and do it into 3 pieces, which it was this big piece, the 2 doors had to come out, plus the table that was on the inside, which is right there. And now I have to put it back together, but it did get fudged up, messed up, scratched up. As you can see, it did get beatings from being inside of the truck. We tried to cover it with blankets. This one I think is falling apart, so I need to put it back together. So I figured, let me show you guys how I put my creative box back together. So as you guys know, we paid a lot of money for this thing back a couple of years ago. I want to say it's almost before 2020. No, right on 2020. So I think I had it for almost 4 years now. I think this year would have been the 4th year, and so far it's been holding on strong, and this is the first time we had to move it out of state. So let's see what we got inside, shall we? So I want to show you that in the transport, this lane right here did get messed up because the back piece to that is right here, and drawer stuff is like bending over. So I do need to lay this down and try to put it back together, and hopefully it'll work out. Because as you can see, it's bent there, it's bent there. I feel like I'm missing a drawer. So yeah, fun times. All right, as you saw, I took it all down by myself. The reason I did that is because I needed it flat on the ground. I need to put back the back panel that belongs to this, and I need to tighten the screws that hold the bottom piece and the top piece. So in order to do that, I needed to detach it from the bigger piece, and now I should be able to put it back together. Let's see. Listen, putting this thing together. It's pretty easy, but I don't feel good. So it's becoming a harder task. But I'm not giving up. I'm putting it back together. I'll be back. Alright guys. So as usual, the camera dies when the best part comes out. So I didn't notice my battery died, but I can give you a recap of what happened. So the one we took out fell and broke. Made it from 5 states and I bring it here so it can break here. Okay, but it's alright. It's alright. So I put it back together. I glued it. Put some heavy duty glue on the corner. It did crack somewhere on the top. Show you that when we put it back together. And then I laid this down so I can put that on top so we can screw that one back on top of here. But in between that, it fell, broke, cracked, and I had to fix it. And then I realized, oh, hello, Essie. The camera's not recording. But let's continue. Hey guys, so since the one on the floor is the fragile one, I'm gonna leave that one for last. And this one is actually flushed straight into the wall. So I'm gonna screw this one in first. So you see how I got some scratches? I'm so mad. I'm gonna clean it out, wipe it down with some Clorox wipe. Hopefully that'll do the trick. But now I'm gonna screw in this to the big spot, and then maybe I'll put in the table before I go messing around with the one that's on the ground, because that's the fragile one. It looks like once you put them in, they do flush in, and that makes it easier to screw it in. So let's see. Let's see, I hope you can see me from there. I'm sorry about the camera, by the way. My GoPro, which probably would have gave you a better view of everything, is in one of these boxes. Yep. So the faster I build this together, the faster I get to find my GoPro. flush it back. It's not my GoPro, my action camera. That definitely would have been a better camera for this. But what can I say? Alright. So we have this. Alright guys, that was exciting. Actually, they all flushed. The idea worked where obviously standing in the big box helped it flushed, and they all went in perfectly fine. So since that one is the sensitive one, I'm gonna ask Bella for some help because I don't want it to break. It's a lot of money to be, you know, letting it break. So I'm gonna ask Bella for help, but first I think I'm gonna put the table in first before I go calling Bella. So now this should automatically open, actually, like a box. Ta-da! Not too shabby. So you say I gotta put the table in first before I go calling Bella for her help. But I think first, before I put the... Somebody stepped on it. Whose foot is that? Okay, never mind. We're getting off track. Let me put the table. I'm gonna wipe it down clean first, and then we'll get the table. I wiped it down clean. I figured you guys didn't want to see that because that's a waste of time for you to see me wipe down stuff. I know you know how to wipe down stuff. I do have a couple of brackets. I don't know where they belong. So once I put everything together, I guess we can figure that one out. Now I'm gonna put the table. So as you saw, JJ helped me lift it up because Bella's too lazy. So thank you, JJ. Whoop, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So now it's flushed, and now I'm gonna screw in the screws, and we're almost there, people. Guys, is back together. So let me show you where it broke. Right here. And so right here, it's coming out. Here it cracked, if you can see it right there. Let's see where else. And I think the bottom. So that being said, if you don't need to transport your Creator box, don't transport it. I mean, it did okay getting here and then fell on me when I was trying to put it together, which the camera missed, and that's where it broke. So it actually did not break clearly on the drive, but at least it's together. Now I can. It's so weird because now it's flushed to this floor. At home it was not flush, and I think that's what made it so wobbly, but not too shabby. Now I'm gonna put it together. Guys, a couple hours later, after I thought I was gonna close the video, I decided to show you. I went in, put all the pieces of wood on the doors. I was able to put all the plastic containers, except for a few. Got 4, maybe 6 left. Did the same thing to this side, and now I'm starting to fill it up. Not sure how I want it this time around. Obviously I'm a righty, so I tend to stay more to the right, which is fine by me because, as you know, the right side is the damaged side. So if I can just keep it obviously closed and not open all the time, that would be better. So maybe I would put things that I don't use that often on that side and keep me using the stuff that I constantly use on this side over here. Seriously, things are just falling, but we'll be back. Let me continue. So that's it for today. I'm gonna put it together but not bore you with that, and then I'll show you probably a recap of it later on. But it did make it. It does travel. Please be careful. It's very expensive for you to be messing around with a $5,000 box, but it is what it is. I just have that little damage here from the travel, and just the damage that I did today on the door. So let's see how it holds up. Maybe it'll hold up another 5 years. Thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. I'm not gonna bore you with me putting it together because I'm pretty sure this video is already long enough for you. But we're here. We made it.